Warning, contains language and epicness. Hashtag spoilers.
I want somebody to scare me! Scare me! Yeah, I just feel like, don't die.
Fourth year in a row, there's...
Welcome to the Lights Out review video. Lights Out, as it's so called. Stop that. The good, the monster was nice. Yes. Kind of interested me with the origin story, or whatever you want to call it.
Backstory?
Yeah, backstory. It's better. The bad, I mean, I can't really say there was anything horrible about it, but I mean, it was kind of boring at certain parts, I suppose.
Trying to say it was more story driven, maybe.
What?
I haven't seen this in years. So I'm thinking this is probably more story driven than scary, honestly.
Yeah. And some of the jump scares were, I only got scared once, and that was the beginning of the, what?
You like being scared?
Well, I don't really have anything special to say about it because it wasn't like, it was alright. It was watchable.
For it being based off the YouTube short from like 6 years ago, what do you think?
I'll give it a 7.5.
We joked a lot during the movie. I didn't pay attention a whole lot. This is my first time watching it. I don't know.
I was also a Lights Out virgin.
Ditto here. I had yet for my Lights Out cherry to be popped.
So, besides all the joking and laughing and shit, from what you saw from paying attention, what'd you think of the movie?
I mean, it's an alright movie, I guess. The ending I enjoyed. It was a good ending. The monster was cool. I'll give it like a 7.
Let's see. I've seen this before, and I remember being really scared, but this time it wasn't so scary because I realized that most of it is the storyline and not jump scares. So I really liked it because it wasn't so scary, so I give it a 9.
Lights Out was a film.
Yes, it was.
That's the end of the review.
That's the whole review.
10 out of 0.
What?
I was one of the few people that was actually joking around throughout the movie, but every once in a while I would catch part of the storyline. And it was a good fucking story. It was really interesting. It was like a super villain, a hero person. It was very interesting. I would say that the monster wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be. Granted, I was not taking the movies that seriously, but it, like, at points where I was like paying attention and I was invested in the movie, it wasn't a scary monster because like you don't see the monster until like near the end, and even then it
looks like a decayed zombie.
It literally just looks like a fucking burn victim.
Or a decayed zombie.
That too. It's gross more than anything. I don't know, the effects were awesome. The timing on the different like times like light came up, that was really cool with like the gunshots and everything. That was sick. But scaring wise, maybe like 1 or 2 jump scares got me, but then after I found out like, oh, it's gonna be a jump scare when the light goes out, shit. Like that, it just kind of wears off after a while. But it was a good movie nonetheless. I'll give it at least like a 7.5. A 7.5.
This is my second time watching it. The first time I saw it was in theaters. We did miss the first 10 minutes of it. It was more story-based, story-driven. The scares weren't that scary. I mean, it was based off the YouTube short film that was made like 6 or 7 years ago. Thanks for the effects.
Wait a minute! I know what video you're talking about now.
The lights
Yeah,
up short
where
on
the lady's
YouTube.
like in the bedroom and she like keeps turning her light on and off.
Yeah.
That's what that movie's based off of.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's
didn't know
still
that.
on Facebook like once a week till this day.
Yeah. Like
But
Everyone's like, oh, I can't wait to see this.
Oh Lord, I can't wait to see.
I'll say 7.3.
Oh, you fucking
7.3. Everyone complains about my weird fucking ratings. I don't go 7.0 or 0.5. I like to be the oddball, okay? You don't have to go from 5 to 0.
He only does it so he can start measuring his penis in cardinal terms.
But we have some spag facts for ya.
Bag facts.
Saw it. So here's our mascot. So we got a number of facts for you, but of course I'm only gonna get to 5. So hey, did you know?
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Did you know that the house in this movie was the same one used in Ouija and Ouija Origin of Evil?
No wonder why I recognized it.
Wow, Ouija! And did you know
My hand is close to your
that
penis.
made back its entire production budget on its opening day at the box office?
Cool.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And did you know that on the wall?
I feel like there's something coming between us.
You also
Oh,
know
it-
that Tyler is a complete fuckwad and keeps interrupting him and when he's doing his facts.
Did you know I can shave my face correctly?
Fact number 3. On the wall in Rebecca's room, a poster reads
Slayer.
No, slacked. It's slacked, which is Swedish for lights out. And did you know a sequel to the film was immediately greenlit after the film recouped its budget on its opening weekend alone? And here is the last and final spag fact. You're a good boy. At around 38 minutes, when Martin and his mother are having a movie night, the movie they are watching is Auntie Mame.
Who's it? Significance.
I don't fucking know. It's on that fucking trivia page on IMDb. Don't ask me questions. Do not fucking consume my nipples. I am good. That has been Spag Facts. Hope you learned something new about the movies you may or may not like, and I will see you guys next time.
So the next film that we're going to watch is not really a horror movie. Don't Breathe. Don't breathe at all.
Don't breathe. Welcome.
Is it on?
Yeah, it's on.
It's always on.
Okay, so
When it comes to me, the camera's always on.
I was pretty excited to watch this movie because I've heard lots of good things.
It is a
Or
good
I
movie.
heard that it'd be really good. So I was kind of disappointed because I hate getting my hopes up for a movie and then it not being what I was expecting or for anything. So I was bored through about 3/4 of it until the end. Then it was good at the end. It wasn't scary at all. I'll give it a 6.
How do you feel about this movie?
This movie fucked me up.
How bad?
Really?
Yeah, like it wasn't scary. It's just like it was.
It's one of those. It's one of those existential
Yeah, 'cause, like-
scary movies. You said.
Yeah, existential. Like it.
I mean,
it makes
first
you
dude
think.
died. Whatever. I didn't care about that guy. Stabs the other body, not the one guy, and I'm like, oh, cool, he's alive. Then he dies.
Yeah, that makes me mad. I don't like movies like
She
that.
said, "Yeah." I mean,
His name's not Clayton in this, but Clayton. Oh, I don't know. Fuck. And then she makes it, so I'm glad she it was a happy ending. Also, this one had the night vision scene was.
So I have a fun fact about that.
It was very good. God damn, this was a good movie. I enjoyed this movie. I don't care what Trini
I don't get
and
it.
Chicken say.
Right,
I
for
really
record.
like thriller movies too. Like,
I love thriller movies.
well, I don't know.
This was.
It was just, it was just boring.
This was. This was.
No, like the first 3/4 of the movie were boring.
I feel like you're. I don't know. There's like I feel like it's like certain aspects of like a thriller movie that you find interesting, because like I don't think you find like a normal like modern day like normal slice of life setting very interesting for you. I think you find like more just like supernatural shit interesting. Because half the time if it's like a normal type of thing, like with Cure for Wellness, you don't really find
No,
it.
Cure for Wellness isn't. And I'm telling you right now, Cure for Wellness
look at
is
me.
not
I am-
everyday thing.
I am
It is.
my rating. Yeah, I'll do like 8.5.
I'm gonna rate this how I view this movie because I view this movie still as a horror movie. Now, I will explain later why, even though Chicken doesn't give two shits about what I say, I stick to my point. I see this movie as a horror film. I find it enjoyable. It is very slow paced. It is a thriller, but it's still labeled a horror film. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 because I fucking love this movie. And
Fuck yeah!
I'll explain later. I'll explain
Yes!
later. I will explain later.
You say
Reviewing Dead Spaggy!
Reviewy. Spaggy.
you need.
Okay.
Don't fucking suck my cock.
You said Spaggy Faggy.
Only when I offer.
I thought.
Shut your mouth. So, I've seen Don't Breathe before, and the first time I watched it, I really liked it. Like, it was my first exposure to it, and I found it perfect in every sense of the word. But
Even turkey baster?
yeah, yes.
Oh, I didn't even bring that part up.
Oh, you can shut your fucking mouth. Now we're on me. The turkey baster, I even found that kind of cool. I mean, not cool. It was pretty bad. Going back on further review of this movie, it is not perfect. It is not a perfect movie. Nothing's ever a perfect movie. But this one, I will say though, even after watching it a second time, there were still a few moments that got me, so fucking tense. Like in the night vision scene when she almost touches the guy. I still find it really tense. Although if I can still find ways to make fun of the movie, then there's a problem. So yeah, it's not a perfect movie by any means. I will give it a solid, like, I want to say 7 out of 10, but no, I gotta go. I'm gonna go like 8 out of 10, just because it's still a good fucking movie. Oh, that shit's good. It's good.
It's good.
It's
good.
good.
Everyone, it is now time for your Spag Facts.
Hello. Bless you. Welcome to Spag Facts, where you get to learn new things about the movies you may or may not like. First Spag Fact you're going to learn is the film's budget was less than $10 million. 2 months after its release, it grossed over 140 fucking. Second Spag Fact is that this film was originally titled A Man in the Dark. The dog. Oh, hold on. You might actually enjoy this one.
Oh.
The dog was actually played by 3 dogs: Athos, Aster, and Nomad. Fourth fact: the title of the film, Don't Breathe, was not revealed until its premiere at South by Southwest 2016. Okay, here we go. The fifth Spag Fact, which you might also like to know, Trini, none of these are for you.
She's crying right now.
Tears of pity.
Wow.
Was that Money's pistol was a semi-automatic Beretta M9A1 9x19mm bore. The standard magazine for this firearm is a 15-round double-stack box magazine, which
He did fire
he
15.
fired 15, so they kept it true to the fucking source.
Thank God.
That is amazing. Honestly, they never do that. That has been my Spag Facts, but we got some extra ones from Checkman.
On the night vision scene, and for the blind man himself, look, they wore special contacts. Like the blind man wore special contacts to make him look blind. That actually did impair his vision a lot. And in the night vision scene, those were actually contacts both Alex and Rocky were wearing that also impaired their vision for them. That's why it looked more.
Oh,
They weren't actually faking this. They actually were kind of blind.
that's actually fucking cool.
And another fact I found out was there was going to be a different ending where everyone died.
Oh.
Like they were going to kill Rocky at the end.
Oh.
Like all the kids were going to die.
Oh.
I'm glad you didn't.
But they were like, that's too much of a dark ending. Let's give it kind of a bleak happy ending.
And let's set up a sequel.
Rocky in California takes the ocean.
Rocky takes the ocean. Don't
Wait,
breathe
so-
versus Jaws.
Here's my argument as to
Don't
why.
Breathe meets The Shallows.
Here's my argument as to why I see this as a horror movie. I also use this in Donnie Darko, but this is also honestly a better example than Donnie Darko. You see, the reason why I see this as a horror movie is that, yes, it's labeled a thriller. It's not really, oh my god, demons and monsters and killer machete fuckers. If I were one of those 3 kids, like, I'm gonna get this money. And the next thing you know, they're locked in a house with a blind man who knows what the fuck he's doing. He just has one fucking,
Look.
one of his senses gone. He just got other 4 like heightened. And you're locked in his house with this guy. I'd be scared shitless too. I'm not gonna like fucking prance around like, oh, you can't catch me. He's gonna know where you're at.
I would have shot
I
that
mean,
motherfucker.
I would be scared shitless. I like it because, I mean, when I watch movies, I try to put myself in the situation. That's usually what I do when it comes to horror movies, and that's why I call it a natural horror film, because if I was in that situation, that'd be more terrifying than, I mean, the usual, jump scare stuff, which I'm not saying jump scares are bad. Well,
10 out of 10.
any more thoughts you guys want to add?
Just that I didn't like the fact that Jizz was a main role in this movie. They
Dude, the dude choked on his own cum.
they should have at least credited the Jizz because it had as much screen time as everyone fucking else in this goddamn movie.
She fucking took the turkey baster and she said, Choke on that, bitch. This has been another October Horror Fest review with E-Man.
MykeCheck'd 95.
The loser!
It is the angelic angel, Trin.
The loser.
And you,
Yo.
And Spag Boy.
and remember,
JK, I love you, Trini. JK, that's a joke.
And for classic, always ask the question, why not? And who with? And
remember, don't fuck with a blind man. He might put a turkey baster in your butthole. I said blind.
you said black.
Don't mess with him either. God damn it. Trini, you think I'm